Last example.
Yes,
Sure.
please.
You're walking down the street with your chick. I come up to you, or forget me, 10 UFC guys come up to you. Your chance of winning is 0%.
Zero.
They,
Yeah.
okay, but they want to physically harm your female. It is your masculine duty and your imperative to at least attempt to protect her. Do you agree?
What? Bro, this isn't World of Warcraft. You don't AoE the mobs down, bro. Like, this isn't some fucking primitive, you're against a lion type shit, bro. It's an unwinnable fight. Nobody would take that fight. By the likeness, I would hope my girl knows.
Try.
We cannot win this fight. We must both run. And we both run.
No, okay, yeah, but let's say they're about to drag the woman into a bush and have their way with her, unless you at least attempt to protect her. Do you feel like you have a masculine duty, even in the face of unwinnable odds, to at least attempt to protect her? Yes or no?
Bro, you made fun of me for my scenarios. What is this scenario of some obscure fucking like hentai shit, man? What the fuck am what are we talking about here, man?
Fine, I'll change it then. If you want to pretend that that's not a very reasonable question, even though it is, I'll change
10 dudes are dragging the woman, in a bush, and you have to fight 1v9. Bro, you wouldn't even win that if you were fucking Naruto, man.
That's like, I'm not talking about winning. I'm talking about your imperative. I'm not talking about winning. I'm talking about, do you have a duty? Do you have a masculine duty to at least?
Where does that duty come from? That both partners have to help each other in some way. You don't.
Both partners. Okay, so you need your chick to fight for you. I get it. Next question. Let's say you're alone in your house. You and your chick.
Hey, hold up. Hey, let's roll it back a little bit.
Humans are inherently selfish.
I work with children, and my experience of working with people who haven't been acculturated or have been into this idea that they need to be selfish all the time are generally not. Every organism has to have a sense of like getting resources for itself in order to survive, but that's much different than being selfish, I think.
I mean, I think even if you spend any time in a social democracy, you know, let's say you go to Norway and you spend time there where the people see the collective good as tied into their own personal well-being. You know, I think we have so many examples like that, societies working collectively toward a greater good.
The thing about the Nordic countries, in my opinion, is, well, since they're very, very ethnically homogenous, they all have very, very similar culture. It's not an accurate representation of, you know, what humans inherently are, because I believe that culture can mask human nature.
So you think that diversity would work against working in harmony toward a collective good?
In diversity, we have different ideas of what good is.
It's hard to really lean towards one side or the other if everyone is just sort of stating all these coherent biases and not accepting any sort of thing from any other particular side, which is why I'm sort of just, I'm trying to understand your side, and I'm trying to grasp really my side of it. And again, going back to sort of that mutual understanding of what can we do next? That sort of mutual understanding needs to be there if we're going to ever continue to see what's best for the U.S.
I think one reason why, you know, you often see like folks on the left, the socialists, communists, anarchists, et cetera, they're so passionate, and there is anger, you know. Seeing the suffering and the oppression and the exploitation, the racism, et cetera, you sort of feel this urgency, you know, like we're constantly under sort of this self-criticism and self-reflection about like, well, how do you package what can be complex ideas into ways that are very palatable? And
that's me every hour.
And I think like if there's a failure on the left, that would be one of them.
I wish that rather than having an agenda that we try to prove and we see ourselves as winning by convincing the opponent, I wish that we could consider winning as finding the middle ground and finding where we're similar and finding the truth. I think if you're in the pursuit of truth, then you've won, contrary to convincing other people that you're right.